Good morning everybody. So today is Sunday the 22nd of October 2017 and this is my food diary for today and Vlogtober day 22 and Onplanoctober. So I'll be really quick. I just thought I'd just come on and say hello. I woke up really late, like gone 12 midday, and we're now just kind of cooking some food. I got ready and stuff, and then now I've got my second cup of coffee for today. This is just a normal cup of coffee. I think it's just instant with my cats, my lovely cats mug. And I'm just gonna, while it's waiting to cook, I'm gonna have, I think probably the rest of my bears, or maybe just one bear, I'm not really sure yet. But I've got some bears here which I cooked yesterday, the Weetabix ones, so I might have those. So I'll show you when it's all cooked, what I'm having for my kind of brunch, really, breakfast, lunch, brunches type thing. So yeah, and I'll change my battery as well. So this is what we've got for our brunch. So I've got 1/2 of a beefeater tomato, which is speed. It was cooked in the halo. I've got some mushrooms, which is speed as well. That was cooked in ghee, so I'm counting about 1 seam for that. I've then got some asparagus, which is speed. This is all speed here. There's not much speed actually now I'm looking at it. Never mind. I've got some of the beef brisket here and some of the gravy, and as you know there's a little bit of fat on that, so I'm going to count that probably just 1 seam. I have 2 of the Marks and Spencer skinny sausages here, which are 1 seam each, so that's another 2 seams. I've then got 1 25-gram amount of black pudding, which is 3 seams, and I've got 1 rasher of bacon, which is the streaky bacon that I wasn't going to have, but been cooked extra bacon. So that is 1.5 seams, and a fried egg, which was cooked in coconut oil. It wasn't very much coconut oil apparently, so I'm counting 1.5 seams for the coconut oil, and obviously this is protein, all of this. So I'll just quickly show you what we've just done. We've got a whole array of stuff here. I don't know what this is. What is this, Matt?
This is a mixture of bok choy, spring greens and leeks in a satay sauce.
Satay sauce. And that's what everyone else is eating away at their food.
Not really traditional with a grilled brunch.
No, it's not, but never mind. It was left over.
Oh,
I'm surprised that the extra curry and rice hasn't come out yet as well from last night's dinner.
It probably would have done if I'd have remembered.
Oh, he's going to remember now. Anyway, I'm going to eat this before it gets cold. Hey everyone, so I thought I would just show you what I'm going to have. So I've got a cup of coffee here. This is a decaf coffee with some of my healthy extra A in, which is whole goat's milk. I'm allowed 200 millilitres, but I don't think I've got anywhere close to that at all today, because I've not really had that many cups. I think I've had about 3 or something, so I don't think I've hit that at all. I'm then going to have, I had some of my bears, you know, the baked Weetabix things, so I've got another part of that and another, so I've got 1.5 healthy extra B's still to have. So I'm going to have a Hi-Fi light bar. This is the Choco Mocha, as you can see there, so I'm going to have one of those to finish off my other healthy extra. And then my other healthy extra, I'm going to have a roll, and this has just got some roast chicken in, and I've put a little bit of, I think it's like garlic mayo or something, just so it's not so dry. So I've got that, which I'm going to have because I've not had enough calories today, and I know the last time I didn't have enough calories I actually gained weight, so I'm just trying to beat. I've not even had 1,000 yet. I think I'm at 900 calories, so I'm going to have the roll, and then I'm going to have one of these, which is the drumsticks squishy things, and they're 2.5 seams. They're one of the fun size packets, so I'm going to have one of those as well. Yeah, so I might just, the vlog is really short. I've just put it all together. We see, by the time we'd ate something, and then we took my father-in-law back, because he's not staying with us tonight. He's staying somewhere a little bit closer to get to the airport, because he's flying back tomorrow. So it was all very sad and emotional, but we have to say goodbye sometimes, so I didn't have any time to do any Q&As like I was going to, the questions. So I might just have a quick look, see if I can find some of them, which I probably won't be able to find any of them because you know what I'm like. So what I'll do is I'll come back when I found some. Okay, so I found the questions. So the first 4 I think were the 15th, day 15, so it was the 15th of October, and my dad asked me, you lost a fair bit of weight prior to joining Slimming World. Did your diet change much when you joined Slimming World? Yeah, I would say it did. I would eat pizza, fish and chips, whatever was available, I would eat it. Oh, bread, white bread, I would happily eat white bread. I would eat wholemeal bread. But I mean, obviously I eat wholemeal bread now, but I eat from the 400-gram loaf, so the slices are smaller, but I would eat from an 800-gram loaf and I'd have 2 slices, so I'd eat that. I remember having like fish fingers, you name it, I would eat it. Fish cakes, you know, the really high seamed ones. That's kind of what my meals consisted of. Loads of rice. I would never weigh the rice, I would just plop it on the plate. It wasn't until I started my channel I was probably a little bit more careful, because obviously when I started my channel I started doing Slimming World. I didn't go to group, but I was doing it from home, so it started to change from there. But before I'd eat anything, I'd eat cookies, double chocolate chip cookies, you know, the ones that you get 5 in a pack. Cake, loads of chocolate, sweets, you know, whatever I could get my hands on basically. So Chinese, yeah, I used to love Chinese. I'd eat loads of that. Takeaway usually. Most of it was, if it was really bad, it would be takeaway. Yeah, I don't think there was too much else really. It was just whatever I kind of fancied, to be honest. So the next one is, there's quite a lot of comments here. So Evita Live Journey, she's got a channel as well, go and check her out. But if you haven't already, she's really good. So she says, as mentioned in your video that your partner does the keto diet, my question to you is, who has been following the diet longer, yourself or your partner? And do both of you cook your own separate meals? That's a really good question. So I've been following it longer, my diet, Slimming World. I mean, I've been on a journey for a very long time. If you've seen my channel, it goes all the way back to, I think, 2014. I think that's when I started, about, might have been February 2014. So it goes back a very long way, and I've been on a diet really for a long time. So, but Slimming World, I've been I think when I joined group it was 1.5 years, so definitely 1.5 years-ish, about that. My partner, he has been doing the keto diet. He started kind of diving in and out of it last December, but then he only really started to get more into it once Christmas had gone out of the way and he could eat whatever. So like over Christmas you kind of just do anything really, don't you? So after Christmas he started to get in it. January he started to kind of experiment a little bit with it, but I wouldn't say that he was really in it until probably April, I would say April, May. So he's been doing it for quite a long time. But I mean, it's one of these things, the keto diet is very hard to stick to, and you kind of can fall off the bandwagon quite easily. So I think he's had a few times where it hasn't quite worked out, but he now can really feel a difference when he eats, like what he had yesterday, like the curry with the rice. The curry was fine, but the rice and the alcohol, he said it really affected him. He really felt quite not unwell, but not right, you know. It kind of really affected him, so I think he'll probably stay doing keto forever, I reckon, with the odd carb dates here and there. You know, a lot of people who actually do keto, once they've started keto, they don't usually go back. It's not a sort of diet that it's more of a lifestyle, really. It's a lifestyle change. Most people stick to it for pretty much the rest of their lives. So yeah. Do both of you cook your own separate meals? Yes. There are the odd few meals where we would have the same, like today's breakfast I would have the same as him. The brisket, the beef brisket, I'd have the same as well, and I was seeing it. If we're doing sausages, he has his high fat sausages, I have my skinny sausages. So there are a few meals that we have the same, but a lot of the meals that I have he generally wouldn't have because they're too low fat for him. But like steak, brisket, that sort of thing we can have, he sort of would have it. But mainly we do our own meals, so it's all up to me to cook my own meal and it's up to him to cook his. So that's basically how we do it mostly. We often don't even sit and eat dinner together or lunch because we eat at different times as well, so it kind of depends. But mainly, yeah, cook our own meals. Very good question, thank you for that. And the next one is Debbie. So what's your favourite TV programme and or film? I should have thought about this. I don't really have any, to be honest. TV, I kind of like Dr. Foster. I really enjoyed that, but there's another one that I really enjoyed called Trust Me, which I don't know if any of you saw, but it was about a doctor who stole someone else's identity, so I really liked that. That was on quite recently. But EastEnders is the only thing I watch continually, to be perfectly honest, and that's a bit rubbish. I watch it because it's just on. I don't know, I just don't mind half an hour, but anything longer than that I sort of can't be bothered because I think I'd much rather be watching YouTube videos, which is what I tend to do with most of my time, is watch YouTube videos. Film, I've got quite a few favourite films, like favourite that I always go back and watch. One of them is My Cousin Vinny. I absolutely love that film. My mum used to love it too. Keeping Mum is another one that I love. And what is the other one? There's a Christmas film also called One Magic Christmas that I usually try to watch every year, but my dad and I used to have a tradition that we would always watch it on Christmas Eve, but that kind of went out the window as I got older. So that's another favourite film, but it can be a bit sad though, but it's a nice sort of Christmas film. I always feel quite Christmassy when I've seen that. And there's two other films, but one of them you can't get here, which is called House Calls with Walter Matthau in. I don't know, you might be able to get it in America, but there's that. And I also like Kramer vs. Kramer. I used to love watching that. I haven't seen it in ages, but I used to love watching that. And the other one, The Goodbye Girl, I don't know if any of you would have heard of it, but they're kind of really old films. I was kind of showing them when I was quite young, really, and it's the sort of films I always go back to. These are films I just go back to and watch just because I fancy watching them. And I quite like Sliding Doors as well. So yeah, they're kind of my favourites. I've got more than one favourite film, unfortunately. I do like my films, but I just generally don't watch them as much as I used to, so yeah. So there's another lady who's asked me a question. Let me see if I can find it. For some reason I can't see it here. Yeah, I can't find it. I'll come back when I found it. So yeah, I found it. It was on a different vlog, that's why I couldn't find it. So day 14, so this was 14th of October. Deborah asked me, where do you get your mugs from? I love them. So she's talking about these mugs here. all the ones with the patterns on, little cute patterns of cats and dogs. I get them from a place called Temptation Gifts, and these are called Dunoon Mugs. They're actually really expensive for a mug, but I seem to fall in love with these designs, but that's where I get it from, Temptation Gifts. I think there might be a few other places that do them, but they're mainly one place only that I found. But I think Amazon do a few as well, but this particular one I got from somewhere else. I can't think what it's called. Might be Clarissa or something like that. But if you typed in Dunoon cat mug, you might find it. But if I can, I'll try and link it in the description down below for you if I can find the cat and the dog ones. But the rest you can get from Temptation Gifts. And yeah, there's a couple more questions that were on the 17th. Let me see if I can find them. So Kirsty, who's Karamram88, the one who started Onplanoctober, she's asked me a question: can you have knee replacements? At the moment, no. Because the amount of knee replacements I'd have to have over so many years would be too many. But that is inevitably what is going to happen, but I don't know how long they'll wait until they start doing knee replacements. I'm not entirely sure when that will happen, but that is what will eventually happen. So it'll be both knees as well, which I'm not looking forward to, but we shall see. I might be able to stop the process, who knows. It might, when I've lost all the weight, I might be fine. So yeah, thank you for your question. And then someone else has asked me one. Let me see if I can find it. So Claire, she has asked, this is day 16, so it's the 16th of October. She's asked, why do you use goat's milk and not cow's milk? Is it just personal preference, or is there a reason behind it? No reason really. I found that everything else I really wasn't using all my allowance, so the semi-skimmed, the skimmed cows I wasn't using the allowance for. And then I kind of thought, could I go to whole milk? And I was a bit, I'm not really sure about going to whole milk because the allowance is quite small. I think it's 175 millilitres. But I suddenly, when I had a look, I found out that the cow's milk, the lactose free, you can have more of the whole, and you can also have more of the goat's milk. And my partner actually said try goat's milk. He thought it might be better, and he finds the goat's milk is okay when we don't have anything like the raw milk. So that's probably, it's kind of multiple reasons really. There's no set reason. I mean I had cow's milk, you know, a while ago, and it didn't cause a problem. So yeah, it's no problem. I can just, it's whatever really. But I prefer to get whole goat's milk. Then I'm allowed 200 millilitres. If it was just cow's milk, if it was whole, it would be 175 millilitres. So it's not quite so good. So that's kind of why I do that. So anyway, I just want to thank you all for your wonderful questions that you've asked me, and if you've got any more, put them down below and I will answer them. It's just trying to find the time really to actually edit the videos. My mouse is broken as well, which I'm really annoyed about, so now I've just had to order a new mouse. So I've ordered one of these ones that are meant to be silent clickers as well, because there's another thing. When I had my father-in-law over, he was like falling asleep on the sofa and I was there clicking away on this mouse editing, and I thought this is a bit annoying for him. So I've decided to try a silence one. So it can be a good time, I suppose, just not when I want to edit my videos every day this month. So never mind, it will be fine. So what am I ending the day on? Let me tell you, and then I shall go. So I'm ending the day on 14.5 scenes. So yeah, so I'll see you bright and early tomorrow for the next October day, which I can't remember what it'll be. What is it tomorrow? I know, I'm useless, aren't I? bearing in mind I've just been talking to you, 23rd, so it'll be day 23 tomorrow, so we're coming to the end of it already, so it's happened really quickly. Never mind, I'll see you all tomorrow anyway. Bye everybody.